Hey everyone, it's Thunderbob, and tonight I am checking out a new game. This is called Inertial Drift. I played a new racing game a few days ago called Hotshot Racing that I really enjoyed, and this is kind of another maybe retro throwback, but the controls, from what I was reading, are very different. It's actually a twin-stick racing game, if you can believe that. See, I'm sure you're familiar with the basic steering, throttle, brakes. Those are all important, but if you want to master cars, you need one more thing, the drift stick. With the drift stick, you can directly control your car's drift angle. Alright, let's go. So it has like a very cel-shaded look to it, while also retaining like a certain amount of realism. Like, it's not as polygonal as Hotshot Racing was. So the way this seems to work is, so you drive like you would I'm using PlayStation 4 remote. I'm using the left stick, you know, for kind of left and right, but at the same time, the right stick allows me to adjust like the angle of my drift, and you can see that bar at the bottom kind of representing how far I'm drifting. It's an interesting mechanic, to say the least. Try lifting off the throttle. What is a little weird is like the left stick feels almost like less responsive, like they're wanting you to use not just drifting but even like just steering the right stick to some extent. Like, I feel like even small turns are kind of hard to make with my left stick. It's gonna take some getting used to. Like, here I am. Oh, it's over. Let's get into an actual race. So right off the bat, like the controls are really interesting. Like, it seems like they're trying something new. It's not just your standard racing game. So it seems like there's a kind of a story mode, which is interesting for a racer. Let's just skip. I kind of want to get into some races. So looks like I've got 3 racers I can start with very different stats. He's a little easier, lower top speed, better acceleration and handling. Let's just start with the easy one. Alright, let's just jump into it. I do like the look of the game world. Like, I don't know if I like it better than Hotshot Racing. It's definitely got a unique style. Like, they're both trying to have like kind of a throwback feel, I think, but and doing it in very different ways. This is more like a cel shading, like kind of high poly cel shaded look, whereas Hotshot Racing is very much like a low poly virtual racing throwback. And these controls are really interesting. It is kind of weird though, that the left stick like barely does anything. Like, you cannot turn with the left stick. You have to kind of drift every turn, it feels like. Let's see if I can get a straightaway. So like, okay, here's me going left as hard as I can and right as hard as I can. It barely moves the car. So it almost feels like your left stick is really just for limited movement. So it's kind of a, I don't know. It almost feels like they just took most of the controls you'd use the left stick for and moved them to the right. other than the very like minor adjustments, is all you would do with the left stick. It still controls pretty well. I just don't know if I like it better than if they would have just pulled it back and had it all using the one stick. I mean, this is my second race after that tutorial, and I'd say I'm not doing too bad. Now, I haven't looked at the multiplayer component yet. One thing that's nice about Hotshot Racing is it does feature local split screen. I don't think that's available here, though. I think there's some kind of like online mode. After this race, I'll check it out. I also do plan on doing a follow-up on Hotshots Racing. I really enjoyed, the time I've spent with it so far, and I need to give it some more time. These drifts do feel pretty good, though, gotta say. I just wish I was actually racing someone. Like, why am I still kind of in this tutorial? I do have to say, I just ordered my new computer yesterday. I got 10700K, nice cooler, case, RAM, 32 gigs of pretty good RAM. I am going to be pre-ordering, or not pre-ordering, ordering the 3080 when it becomes available on Thursday. And hopefully I'll have this whole system maybe by next weekend. Nice 1 terabyte fast NVMe drive. Decent motherboard. I didn't go like high end. I kind of went for like the mid-range gaming system. All told, with a new monitor. Not too expensive. I was able to cannibalize a few things that I've kind of hacked laying around the house. Alright, I just want to race some more. So then you go into a ghost battle. Let's go look at the options first. I didn't really dig in too deep. Okay, there is local split screen. That's pretty cool. Online. Looks like there are sport, performance, race, different classes. It looks like it's kind of like a quick match, let's see if anyone's out there. This game's been out for a couple of days now. I think it came out Friday. I intended to have a video up, but I had some things come up and didn't really make any videos other than a brief one showing off my capture card. That's mostly what I did Friday, was get that set up, and then last night I decided to kind of on the fly to just start building my new computer, and that took like 4 hours. So here I am. Let's see. Auto. Let's try a race. Okay, that was quicker. And it seems like these are one-on-one races. I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked here, but let's try this out. I wish I could see the stats on these. I guess I'll go with that one because that's what I've driven already. My current computer is not that bad. I mostly am upgrading for VR and for, like, you know, playing things like Cyberpunk. Guess I'm ready. You know, I've got a 3770 that's overclocked pretty hard, a 1070 overclocked, and I'm only running at 2560 by 1440. I did order a new monitor. I didn't quite go to 4K. I really was thinking about it, and then I ended up deciding to stick with an ultra-wide 3440 by 1440, but with 144 refresh rate. You know, I didn't want to drop $1,500 on a 4K monitor with a high refresh rate right now. It just didn't seem worth it. I think down the road, maybe, you know, when they become a little more affordable, but this is kind of a stopgap. It's ultra-wide, just short of 4K, along with 144 hertz. So with my new system, I think I'll be able to push, you know, 120 frames per second easy at that resolution. And I am getting my butt kicked. He's 4 seconds ahead. Getting into a match was pretty easy, though I wonder, that other mode, you know, I was just waiting there. If these are all one-on-one races, like, does that mean there was no one in queue at the moment? This is a really tight racetrack. But look at that drift. Oh, yeah. So I don't know if I could do that kind of drifting on a traditional racer. Man, they must have a fast car. I think this is the balanced one. It's cool that it shows how far ahead they are. So if you break into the drift, you get like a little bit sharper turn, but you lose speed. It's interesting. With some of these, I feel like you have to. This is a big lap. I also do have a really good internet here. I'm on a 1 GB fiber connection, 1 gig up, 1 gig down. So like, online play is pretty good. So man, when I get this new computer, I'll have the internet. I'll have you know, much better monitor, much better computer. Plus, I'll have a his and her computer. I'm gonna take this one and move it over to my other desk. Maybe I'll show it off when it's all done. Alright, I got my ass kicked. Let's back out of there. Just make sure... Let's turn everything up and just see how it looks. I wanted to see, can you do more than a one-on-one race? So I think that was where I just raced on that tight track. Let's do one more race. Oh, it's cool that they actually show it like in the world. Like I don't think there's like a bigger open world kind of map, but there's a good number of tracks. So there's the first one. Kind of wanted to go to that city track. Yeah, that looks cool. Oh, you can do the same thing but in reverse too. Interesting. Excuse me, I got a little scratch in my throat. Let's just do a race. Yeah, so it seems like, is there really only one-on-one racing? I mean, that's kind of cool. It's like drag racing, but I was not expecting that. Like, if I have a couple of friends who are playing, you can't play together, you can just do the one-on-one. Maybe there's like a tournament or... No, I didn't see anything. I'm just talking out loud here. It is a design decision. I don't know if I can necessarily completely agree with it, but it is what it is. It's still a fun game so far. But if you've got multiple people who might be playing this, you might need to think about how you're going to do that. So if you just have one friend in the world, like I got like one true real life gaming friend, this might be great for you. You can do local co-op, you can do online co-op. Oh, sharp turn. This does look really nice, like, and it runs beautifully. Even this is, you know, this gaming PC is a little old at this point, but I'm running here in ultra-wide 2560 by 1080. I don't have my frames counter on, but I want to say this is at least 60. think he beat me. Or was going to beat me. Oh, I can see him up there. We got this. We got this. Come on, let's catch up. So you do kind of, when you're doing those sharp drifts, you do lose a little bit of speed. So you kind of gotta release them in the right amount of time. And that left stick is still taking some getting used to for those like shallower turns where I think I don't need to drift. Pretty much, if you're taking a turn, you need to use the drift. Come on. I need to pick a faster car, I think, because even when I don't make any mistakes, he's gaining on me. Should have braked into that one. Come on, I can do it, I can do it. You know, it kind of feels a little bit like the Fast and the Furious, where you've got like the story mode and like it's like one-on-one racing. I'm almost done here, and then I think I'm done for today. Want to see me race a car? I'm getting my butt kicked.
I see a great car.
Yeah, it's yellow.
It's going green and yellow.
You wake up. These are really long laps. Second, I'm almost done. You want to say hello to people? Talk right in here. My daughter is watching me race. That's kind of distracting. Man, I gotta brake on all these turns. Making it very hard to race a car, man. I think I'm gonna lose this one. Alright, I lost. Alright, well, this is a pretty cool game. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.